Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Speed and Strength Critical Mass Reinforced Moto Jersey available at RevZilla.com. An extremely complex name from Speed and Strength for an extremely simple product. That's what Speed and Strength is known for. The Critical Mass Reinforced Moto Jersey that high-vis Brian is wearing on my left-hand side is going to be a combination of Kevlar and cotton to keep you safe from abrasion in the event of a crash. Now, true to high-vis Brian's roots, he's got a little bit of high-vis popping out there underneath. That is not part of the Critical Mass Reinforced Moto Jersey. That is his own personal attire. From a sizing standpoint, Brian on the left-hand side has a 42-inch chest, stands at 6 feet tall, and weighs in at 195 pounds. We have him in a size medium. Now, if we're looking at the size chart, realistically, Brian would probably fall more in line with a size large. So we've sized him down one full size. Just keep that in mind when you're looking at sizing for this. Sizes will range from a small up to a 4XL, and there are going to be 3 different colors available. There is going to be a black gray, black red, and of course, urban camo. So you can blend in with all the buildings that you're riding past when you're on the street. Now, if you are not familiar with Speed and Strength is a brand that has a wide history of wild products and wild graphics here at RevZilla.com, and what we've really seen from the brand is they've kept part of their roots in place, but they've also taken a more mature step over the past few years. And really what we see here is more of a blending back into something a little bit more wild and crazy from the brand. They've got a larger logo across the front. They've got that urban camo coming down the side. But then we see that more mature aspect where this is going to incorporate, more advanced materials. So what we're seeing here, and if you're not familiar with something like, I believe it was the Soul Shaker shirt from them, the Soul Shaker shirt was the first iteration of this that we saw, and now we're seeing them kind of update it with the Critical Mass. And really the biggest difference that we're going to see here is the Critical Mass is going to have a V-neck to the collar, where the Soul Shaker shirt looked more like a traditional, old school baseball jersey style and had a round top to the collar. So with the shoulders on this and the elbows, this is where the extra reinforcement is going to come into play. So the entire body of the shirt is going to be done in a 60-40 blend, 60% cotton, 40% Kevlar. Then when we get in the impact zones, on top of that 60-40 blend, there's an additional 50-50 patch of Kevlar cotton mixed. So you get these really beefy sections of Kevlar at the shoulders, at the elbows, and that's what's going to keep you safe in the event of a crash from abrasion resistance. Now, there is no impact armor in this shirt, so just keep that in mind. One of my, I won't call it a nitpick, but one of the things I would love to see is pockets for the armor. We've really seen Speed and Strength make strides with their Vault armor. It's going to be more comfortable, more flexible, it's going to be thinner, while still giving CE protection. I would love to see pockets on the inside of this. That way, if I choose that I want to put armor into this as well, it just gives me that little bit of extra protection. Now, I can always look for something like the Cruise Missile. The Cruise Missile from Speed and Strength lineup is going to incorporate more of an armored hoodie style, but I really like the style of the shirt. I like the Kevlar idea. I would love to see those pockets incorporated here, maybe in some iteration down the road. Large Speed and Strength logo across the chest, not going to be reflective, so even though it looks like it might have a little pop of reflectivity there, not the case. Brian, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you swing straight backwards for me on this one. Now, just taking a look at the back, one of the things to note here, minimal branding. You do have that little Speed and Strength at the top, but really what I want to do is I just want to lift this up and show underneath. So you're going to see the yellow on the inside of this. That is going to be that Kevlar blend, but more importantly, you are going to have belt loops for this. So you can use these, one on either side, to loop around either a belt loop or the belt itself. And what that's going to do, if you are in more of a full tuck position, it will help to keep the shirt down and in place where the pants end and the jacket begins. So if you're using this in a combination with something like riding jeans, you don't have to worry about there being a gap there if you're in more of an aggressive tuck. Brian, you may face forward for us. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you, just more of a t-shirt style, but you still want some impact protection, or you want some abrasion resistance protection rather, the Critical Mass Reinforced Moto Shirt is one to consider with a mass amount of Kevlar in here. Now, from a seasonality standpoint, you're not going to want to wear this into the heat of the summertime because just keep in mind, Kevlar does not breathe very well. So think early fall, late spring would be a perfect time to be sporting one of these on your motorcycle. Now, there's a lot of riders out there utilizing Speed and Strength products, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, you can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there rocking an urban camo setup on their motorcycle. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which Critical Mass Reinforced Moto jersey is going to be right for you and your ride, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Speed and Strength Critical Mass Reinforced Moto jersey. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.